Hey friends, welcome. January 23rd, 2025. What if in 2025 Jesus walked among us, experiencing life as we do today? What if he moved through our cities, visiting familiar places and engaging in modern challenges, yet still embodying the same love, wisdom, and compassion he displayed 2,000 years ago? Today, we follow Jesus in Charlotte, North Carolina, as he demonstrates how to live a life of purpose, service, and connection. From morning prayer to heartfelt conversations, acts of healing, and words of inspiration, we'll explore how his timeless message transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. Come with us as we walk alongside him for one day and let his example inspire how you live yours. As the city of Charlotte sleeps, Jesus begins his day in the quiet serenity of Freedom Park. The early morning is cold, and the frost on the grass sparkles under the faint glow of the streetlights. Kneeling under a massive oak tree, Jesus lifts his heart in prayer. His words are filled with gratitude for the beauty of creation, intercession for the brokenhearted, and petitions for strength for those who feel overwhelmed by life's burdens. A jogger running by slows, captivated by the sight of a man so deeply immersed in prayer. She pauses, unsure why she's compelled to ask, "What are you praying for?" Jesus looks up, smiles warmly, and says, "For you, and for everyone searching for peace." She nods, moved, and runs on with a renewed sense of purpose. As Charlotte wakes up, Jesus walks to Amelie's French Bakery and Cafe, where the aroma of fresh pastries fills the air. He orders a simple breakfast, tea and a croissant, and sits at a communal table. A man across from him nervously scrolls through his phone, muttering about a stressful business presentation. Jesus gently asks, "What's troubling you?" Surprised, the man looks up and hesitates before pouring out his worries. Jesus listens attentively, then says, "Remember, your worth isn't tied to success or failure. Speak with honesty and let the truth guide you." The man thanks him, feeling a peace he hadn't known in weeks. Meanwhile, a young woman approaches with tears in her eyes. "I overheard what you said," she confesses. "Do you think God can guide me too?" Jesus nods, replying, "God has never stopped guiding you. Trust him." They pray together quietly in the corner, unnoticed by most, but deeply felt by her. By mid-morning, Jesus arrives at the Charlotte Rescue Mission, a place dedicated to helping individuals recover from addiction. As he steps into the facility, people stop and turn. There's something about his presence that brings calm to the room. He joins a group therapy session, listening as people share their struggles and triumphs. When it's his turn to speak, he shares a parable about a shepherd who leaves 99 sheep to find one that's lost. Every life matters, he says, and no one is beyond redemption. Afterward, he moves into the kitchen, rolling up his sleeves to help prepare a hearty meal. Volunteers and residents work side by side, inspired by his humility. A man who has been silent all morning finally opens up to him. "Do you think I can ever fix what I've done?" he asks. Jesus places a hand on his shoulder and says, You are already on the path. Forgive yourself and take one step at a time. In the afternoon, Jesus visits the Harvey B. Gantt Center for African American Arts and Culture. Walking among the exhibits, he pauses in front of a painting that tells a story of overcoming oppression. A small group of school children nearby watches as he explains the symbolism, connecting it to lessons of resilience and hope. Even in the darkest times, he says, light can shine. Your lives are like this art, full of potential to inspire others. He notices a young artist sketching nervously in the corner. She's been invited to display her work, but is doubting her abilities. Jesus kneels beside her and says, "What you create has meaning because it comes from your heart. Let it speak, and don't be afraid." She looks up at him with tears in her eyes, feeling understood and encouraged. As evening falls, Jesus makes his way to Atrium Health Levine Children's Hospital, where he visits children battling serious illnesses. He moves from room to room, sitting with families and holding the hands of the sick. In one room, a teenage boy who's been refusing treatment finally opens up to him. "Why should I keep fighting?" he asks. Jesus replies, "Because your life has a purpose, even if you can't see it yet. Let me walk with you on this journey." Parents gather outside the rooms, some in tears, as they watch Jesus bring comfort and hope to their children. A nurse later confides, "It's as if the whole ward feels lighter when he's here." Jesus doesn't need to perform miracles. His words and presence bring healing to weary hearts. Under the stars, Jesus gathers with a small group at the Billy Graham Library for an evening of prayer and reflection. He speaks about the importance of unity, love, and the strength found in serving others. The greatest act of faith, he says, is to love your neighbor even when it's hard. His words resonate deeply, inspiring the group to commit acts of kindness in their daily lives. The evening ends with a collective prayer, voices rising in unity as they seek to live out the teachings they've heard. Before retiring for the night, Jesus returns to Freedom Park, where he finds a quiet spot under the now starry sky. Kneeling once more, he gives thanks for the day, the conversations, the lives touched, and the lessons shared. "Father," he prays, "may your love continue to flow through me tomorrow, so that more may know your peace." So, today, we saw Jesus walk among us, listening, serving, healing, and teaching. From the cafe to the mission, from the art center to the hospital, he showed us that every moment holds an opportunity to share love and hope. So, as you go about your day, consider this. How can you bring his example to life in your own actions? Join us tomorrow as we follow him into another day in another city, another chapter in this living journey of faith and compassion. Let his example guide you, one step at a time. Before you leave, I'd like to offer a prayer for the hopes, needs, and intentions that you hold in your heart today. You ready? I'll lead. Here we go. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Amen. That was beautiful. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, where we'll discuss another day in Jesus' life on 1/24/2025. I hope you have a beautiful day, friends. Don't forget, hug your family. They love you. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye-bye.